What up? What up? What up? Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to a brand new episode of Sportsway with Dray podcast. I'm your host with the most, the Hood's ESPN, Crystal Street's very own, Dray. What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support of the podcast. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. If you haven't already, y'all know what I'm gonna say. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dre Day Podcast. Hit that notification bell as you do it. So once your boy drops a new video, you will get a notification. Share the podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend, all that good stuff. Man, oh man, oh man. Y'all see the title of this. This WNBA offseason is spicy, okay? And I am loving it. I am loving every bit of it. There have been some surprises. It's been some surprises so far. And I was trying to wait to speak on some of these things because I didn't want to dive into the main thing first and then all these other dominoes start to fall. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it to almost a week and then I'll drop something. And the first two dominoes that fell that made this offseason even epic to begin with was the trade between the Las Vegas Aces and the Seattle Storm. Now, for those of y'all that have been paying attention, Joel Lloyd has been unhappy with the Seattle Storm this offseason. She let it be known that she wanted to be traded, she wanted out, and bam, they accommodated her basically in a three-team trade where the Las Vegas Aces get Joe Lloyd, the Gold Mamba, and the Seattle Storm get the number 2 pick in this upcoming draft. And then the Los Angeles Sparks get Kelsey Plum. That's right, Kelsey Plum, who spent all of these years with the Aces, right? I mean, I think she started her career with the Silver Stars, and then when they went to Vegas, she joined them. But nonetheless, she's won 2 championships with the Aces. She was a part of that. I guess you can call them the Big Four or Core Four with Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, and Chelsea Gray. Now that's put to bed because one of those key members of that Core Four is now moving on. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was shocked. I was very much shocked. Um, I was starting to hear some rumblings. There was reports going around that Kelsey Plum and Becky Hammond had a rocky relationship last season. So maybe that might have hinted to why she left. Um, but yeah, I mean, listen, I think both teams won in this trade. Obviously, the Aces, I mean, even without Kelsey Plum, they still would have been formidable. But now that you bring in Joe Lloyd, the Gold Mamba, and don't get it twisted. I know there's a bunch of people out there that think that Joel Lloyd is past her prime, like she's done. Negative. Negative. Okay. I don't know how many of y'all are watching Unrivaled, but she's doing her thing in Unrivaled, even though it is a 3-on-3, but still, she's still doing her thing. Don't get it twisted. She can still go out there and drop buckets. Okay. And for that, I mean, to put her on the Aces, I don't know how that's gonna mesh with Asia Wilson and Jackie Young because if it's if it's one thing I whoa if it's one thing I do know about Joe Lloyd, she's very ball dominant, right? I think she's more ball dominant than Kelsey Plum. So to now throw her in that team with the Aces, to play alongside Asia Wilson, who's also ball dominant. It's going to be interesting. But this is the beauty of having a point guard like Chelsea Gray, because one thing we do know is she gonna find the right person. She's gonna find the right person. She's gonna get them involved. She's gonna get them the ball. She's gonna space the floor for them. So I'm not worried from that aspect. But with this move, I mean, this definitely puts the Aces back in the championship hunt. I mean, obviously, they lost in the semifinals last year, but yeah, I definitely think that this puts them back in contention for the WNBA championship with this move. So, me personally, if I had to give a grade to both of them, I give both teams. Listen. I give the Aces a A. I give them an A for this move. And then you think about the Los Angeles Sparks. I mean, don't get it twisted. Now you got a leader in Kelsey Plum who brings that championship pedigree. You still got De'Erica Hamby, who she was teammates with in Vegas. You got a young and emerging Rakia Jackson, who I think, me personally, if it wasn't for the season that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese had, she was basically the third best rookie out that class last season. And then now you think if Cameron Brink can come back healthy after that ACL injury, the Sparks going to be a problem this upcoming season. They're going to be a problem this upcoming season. That's only if Cameron Brink can stay healthy. That's only if she can stay healthy. That's only if she's fully healthy and don't let that injury mess up her psyche. But I give both teams an A. I give them both A's on their moves so far in that trade. Okay, that was Sunday. We now get to Tuesday, and another domino fell. And it was the domino of Alyssa Thomas. Yes, the triple double machine who has spent all her career in Connecticut. Uh Plenty of seasons where she was in the MVP conversation, all that good stuff. She is now taking her talents to the Phoenix Mercury. I don't know what's going on in Connecticut, but it's looking like a lot of their core players is going to be gone. That's what it's looking like because Brianna Jones, who won Sixth Woman of the Year, she's gone. She went to the Atlanta Dream. Uh, Stephanie White, who was the head coach, is now coaching Indiana. DeWanna Bonner, who is Alyssa Thomas's fiance, she's also a free agent. So, does she stay in Connecticut or does she leave? Because if you really look at it, the only person that is still left from that core squad in Connecticut is Carrington. She's the only one. She's the only one still left from that core squad. So Connecticut looking they're looking very sad right now. So my girl Sierra out there in Rhode Island, I feel for you, Queen. I feel for you. I really feel for you. I know you love your Connecticut son, but it's not looking too good for them right now. It's really not looking too good for them right now. BG, Brittany Griner. I was just talking about the Atlanta Dream. She leaves Phoenix, and now she is going to join the Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream got them a squad. They got them a squad. Don't get it twisted. Uh, Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard, Brittany Grinder now, Brianna Jones. If they can somehow re-sign Tina Charles, because I think she's a free agent. If they can somehow re-sign her, Man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. If they can somehow re-sign Tina Charles, man, Atlanta's gonna be a problem. Atlanta's gonna be a big problem. But so many moves have taken place. Uh Another big one that happened today. Satu Sabali. Well, I mean, she let it be known a few weeks ago. She let the Dallas Wings know that she won't be returning. Now, me personally, I thought this was the chance for the Liberty to pick her up, just from the aspect of she's close friends with Sabrina Ionescu. They played together in college. Her sister also plays with the Liberty. So, of course, common sense would tell you, okay, the Liberty need to make this move. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And Satu Sabali has taken her talents to the Phoenix Mercury. Now, just think about this. The Phoenix Mercury had a big three just recently, right? They had a big three with Diana Taurasi, Brittany Grinder, and Kalia Kappa. Now you have Kalia Kappa, Satu Sabali, and Alyssa Thomas. That's the big three in Phoenix right now. Now, Diana Taurasi is a free agent. She has not given any hints of her possibly retiring. Do I believe that she can go out there and play one more year in Phoenix and have her last ride or her last run, you could say, so she can have that send off like Sue Bird had? I truly believe that's what's going to happen. I do not see her playing in another uniform. So I honestly think that Diana Taurasi will probably play. This will probably be her last season. I believe this will probably be her last season, and I think that she's probably uh definitely going to play it in Phoenix. I can't see her playing in another uniform. I just can't see it. So if you can keep Diana Taurasi, that Phoenix squad is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But there is a team out there that is making some serious moves. Serious moves. And that would be the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever is on fire right now. They are on fire. Okay. They just signed Natasha Howard, three-time WNBA champion, former defensive player of the year. She started her career in Indiana, and now she's back in Indiana. So now you bring in Natasha Howard. Indiana re-signed Kelsey Mitchell, which I was kind of on the fence with that. Not saying that I didn't want her playing alongside Caitlin Clark. I just felt that maybe she didn't want to be there anymore because all the attention that Caitlin was getting. But clearly, she wanted to stay there. You know, I heard one of her interviews where she was like, the Indiana is like her second home. And then to see Caitlin Clark basically put all of that together as far as the fans greeting her when she made her way to the arena after agreeing to these terms, it's a dope thing to see. So you got Natasha Howard, you got Aaliyah Boston, you got Kelsey Mitchell, you got Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham came along in that trade with Satu Sabali to Phoenix. It was a three-team trade. It was a three-team trade with Indiana, Dallas, and Phoenix. Those were the moves that were just made. I'm loving this off season. I really am. I am loving this off season. I don't know where it came from, but I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Because see, me personally, I think the WNBA, they needed something like this. They needed something like this. Like they needed some of these stars I guess you could say future Hall of Famers, because a lot of the names I mentioned, the future Hall of Famers, take their talents and go somewhere else. Like let's shake it up real quick. Let's do the unthinkable. Because a lot of these players I did not believe would leave their original teams. Did I think Joe Lloyd would ever leave Seattle? Hell no. But then when she let it be known that she wanted to get traded, okay, that's over and done with. Did I think Kelsey Plum will ever leave the Aces? No. No. Did I think Brittany Griner would leave Phoenix, especially after her getting detained in Russia and Phoenix was hell bent? Well, the WNBA as a whole, but mainly Phoenix, you know, doing all their due diligence. I thought she would never leave Phoenix after that. Like, I thought, oh, she's solidified. Like, she's definitely going to retire a Phoenix Mercury. Nope, that wasn't the case. And then now it's being reported that Nneka Onwumike has decided to re-sign with the Storm. So okay, they might have lost Joe Lloyd, but they still got Nneka and they still got Skylar Diggins. So I guess they're going to work around them two. And again, the Seattle Storm have that number 2 pick in the draft. They got that number 2 pick in the draft. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Because, see, me and my honest opinion, right? I think with the WNBA draft this year, I think everybody has it played out that Paige is going number 1, right? Seattle has the second pick, right? Now you got to ask yourself, what does Seattle need? What does Seattle need? Honestly, I think they need to go for a forward. I think they need to go for a forward. And I got the perfect person for them. Kiki from USC. That's the perfect person. That's the perfect person for that lineup. Put her on that front court with Nneka Onwumike. Man, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? But yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff going on in the WNBA, and I am all for it. I am all for it. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all hit me up in them comments. Tell me what you think about free agency right now. Which moves have you liked so far? If there's any moves that you would like to see, put that in the comments as well, man. But in the meantime, in between time, once again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sportsway with Dray Podcast. Hit that notification button. So once your boy drop a video, you will get a notification. Once again, thank y'all for y'all continued support. Keep it going, keep it growing, keep it flowing. In closing, y'all know how this goes. This has been another episode of Sportsway with Dray Podcast. Catch y'all on the flip side. God bless. Peace and love. Your boy is out of here. Peace.